What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Fact vs. Fiction. I'm your host, Jax. All right. For today's video, it's gonna be men shouldn't be allowed to sit at bars. It's a reaction. It's a night talk video.
The bar disproportionately when I've been going to my favorite local bar in Brickell. And I've noticed that even as a woman, there's almost like a reverse in polarity in the bar scene or even nightlife scene where, women are usually the ones who are sitting at the bar stools. You're approached by men. You get to conversate much more easily because you're in your feminine energy, right? You're approachable. And if you listen to a lot of love stories from people in past generations who met their partners out in nightlife or at the bars, the women were always approached by their partners, whether they were on the dance floor or maybe they were at the bar sitting and having a cute little cocktail, and then their future husband noticed them. But what I noticed in my comments in my last video is that so many men were triggered by me posting that silly little TikTok and saying, oh, well, there needs to be equality, or that, I have the right to sit at the bar, blah, blah, blah. And what's this highlighting is that, one, a lot of people don't understand that the polarity in relationships is reversing, where a lot of men are more so in their feminine energy in an unhealthy way, where they're more passive, or they have a unhealthy idea that being masculine or being in your masculine energy means having to control a woman. They think it's about asserting dominance and power, and that's not true masculine leadership, right? Getting up and giving.
Most relationships do start off with the man going into and introducing himself to the woman. Yeah, that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter the location. That doesn't have to be at the bar. That doesn't have to be at the club. It doesn't have to be on the dance floor. That doesn't always happen. And most times it doesn't really happen in the nightlife. That typically happens on your day to day. Just maybe you're at work, you're at at the store, you're at the gym, you're at the park, you see somebody while you're just out and you approach them and you guys just hit it off. So it doesn't really matter the location. So who cares in that aspect? Sometimes women shoot their shot too, whatever the case may be.
Men were triggered by me posting that silly little TikTok and saying, oh, well, there needs to be equality, or that, I have the right to sit at the bar, blah, blah, blah. And what's this highlighting is that, one, a lot of people don't understand that the polarity in relationships is reversing, where a lot of men are more so in their feminine energy in an unhealthy.
And that part I do agree with. There are a lot of men that are more feminine now. And I think it's just and some I think that has to do with feminism, and then again a sign of the times where it's a lot easier to do a lot of things that you typically wouldn't be able to do 50 years ago, 60 years ago. So you don't have to work with your hands a lot. You don't have to be in such you don't have to be so physical with the jobs that you do. You can be more at home and behind a desk or whatever and do that. So I think that might play a part as to why, and also the fact that, again, feminism, you want emotional men, but you want them to not be so feminine, and saying you want a man that can lead but not control, but they have to take control in order to lead.
Where they're more passive, or they have a unhealthy idea that being masculine or being in your masculine energy means having to control a woman. They think it's about asserting dominance and power, and that's not true masculine leadership, right? Getting up and giving.
So yeah, like I said, in order to be a leader, you have to take control. You got to know when to be in a situation, what situations are safe, what situations are not safe. Like, how do we guide through these terrains and these trials and tribulations? Do we do this or do we do that? Oh, you going out like that? You got to change because it's going to bring unwanted attention And if you want that attention, go be single and get that attention. But if you're in a relationship, that's not the attention that you need because you have me. Why are you going out dressed like this? Or we're in a situation where times is tough and we need to figure out how to get back on our feet. How are we gonna go through this situation? What steps do we need to take to get out of this situation? That's taking control, that's taking leadership.
Your seat at the bar does not mean that you're losing control. It means you're creating a safe container for the women at the bar where the women know, hey, I'm going to be provided for, even if it's in little ways. I can rest my feet. I can sit down comfortably. A matter of fact, like, if you're doing that as well with good intentions and not like ulterior motives, like those women, right, or whatever woman you give up your seat for, you never know. That can lead to another date, but you have to be
Willingly giving up your seat if you're on a date to another woman, that's weird. Cause now you're standing and you're above the person you're on this date with. So that can create an uncomfortable situation.
to kind of lead and provide that energetic container for a lady to feel safe, to feel comfortable, to like feel like she can just loosen up and have fun while she's out. And a lot of
You really think she believe all this bullshit she's saying? Bitch, you just want to see. No. 2025, shawty. Did what y'all fought for, right? Equality. So, bros got there first. Bros got there early. They had to be there before 9 to get in free, goddammit. Bitch, shut your ass up with this fucking word salad you talking about, dog. You know what I mean? You just want a fucking seat, bruh. It ain't even that deep. You know what I mean? It would be different if, no. I mean, I can't help but to cook, bruh. Cause I don't be trying to cook, dog, but she lost me with all the giving up a seat shit, bruh. This what y'all wanted, bruh. This is equality, man. This is equality, bruh. You gotta get in where you fit in. You know what I mean? Not for me personally. Not for me personally, bro. I'm still chivalrous. I still open doors. I still do all that, bro. I'm not in these streets. So I can't relate to what the men are going through dealing with y'all every motherfucking day. But I talk to the bros every day. I hear stories every day. And if I was to put myself in these bro shoes, yeah, I'd be goddamn if I'm doing anything for a bitch with the shit they be coming with. They want to talk like a man, walk like a man. I am woman, hear me roar type shit. With it, sit your woman ass over there, bitch. I'm at the bar stool first. God damn, bro. It's like it's amazing that they can't even see the entitlement though. Y'all expect men to still be acting like men when y'all acting like men? I'm a woman. Get up, give me the seat, bitch. What? That ain't how this work. I understand it, bro. I can understand, dog. You shitting me, giving up my seat so you can rest your feet? No, bitch. You walked your ass in here just like me. And 9 times out of 10, these heifers ain't gonna give these bros any fucking attention, right? Bitches be getting free drinks off of bros. You want a free seat now? Nah. You expect bros to stand up so you can sit down? No. No. You want equality? That's what equality looks like.
a lot of men are losing touch with this in real life. And I saw in my comments, how many men were losing touch with the art of socializing in real life. And it's funny because there's a lot of conversations about the male loneliness epidemic. But whenever I talk to older gentlemen in particular, because I'm not someone who dates a lot of men or young guys around my age, I'm 26, I'm attracted, I think, more intellectually and emotionally, as well as just given where I'm at in terms of my career, to older men. They don't really know what I'm talking about when I bring up the male loneliness epidemic. And they also say that, well, if you're somebody with emotional intelligence, if you know how to socialize, if you know how to engage with women in real life and be a gentleman, chivalrous, provide that masculine leadership and safety, and not go in with this mindset of, oh, well, I'm all about equality, or, I'm all about, being the man, I need to be respected, right? These men are going out with this energy of, how can I make women's lives easier? How can I make this woman comfortable? And how can I, make sure she enjoys my presence so she's not thinking about other things, right? Think about it. Even little things like if you have to stand in your heels, which, by the way, just want to show you some of my heels, like, these hurt, right? Think about these
Man, shut the fuck.
Not every, and for real, not every man is going to. You can't be comfortable around everybody in the first place, and every man can't make every woman feel comfortable, because then you just end up getting walked all over, and that's not masculine. That's feminine. That's passive. That's simp behavior. That's, the stuff that you really wouldn't want a man to do. Again, you want your man to be masculine. You want your man to be a leader. You want your man to take charge. But at the same time, you want them to make you. You want your. You would want your man to make you feel safe in whatever environment that you're in. You don't want your man to make everybody feel safe, because then, again, you're just getting stepped all over. You don't want that. But I don't know. She just talk a lot. And if you wearing those type of heels, whatever, if you know you're going to be up standing up for a long time, then don't wear heels. I mean, I get it. You want to look good. You want to dress nice, whatever. That's cool. But if you know a certain type of shoe is going to hurt your foot, and you know you're going to be standing up for a good period of time, don't wear the shoe. Pick a different shoe. Pick something more comfortable. You want to sit at a bar, sit at a bar. Doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, you know what to do. Hit that like button, comment down below, subscribe, do all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys in the next video. And guess what? If you're not there, then you are square. So till next time. Peace.
Turn his TV off, turn his TV off. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off.